Hello, and a sincere, energetic welcome to you, my fellow architect of time. Take a moment, feel the stillness around you, and recognize the incredible power you hold right now. Every morning is a blank page, a chance to redefine your day. Today we're sharing a story that will illuminate the powerful secret behind how to have a productive morning and give you the tools to boost your morning routine permanently. This isn't just an English podcast. It's a blueprint for transforming your life, starting before the sun fully rises. I promise this narrative will teach you essential English vocabulary for discussing time, routine, and discipline. As you listen, pay special attention to the bolded words, absorbing their meaning naturally within the emotional current of the story. Notice how small habits lead to massive results. Remember this truth: the victory you seek starts the night before, but it is won in the first hour of the day. Tell me, what part of the world are you greeting the morning or the evening from right now? And what time is it there? Share your current moment in the comments below. Transition: in the next few minutes, you will gain more than listening practice. You will naturally absorb essential vocabulary related to daily routines, time management, and mental discipline. You will sharpen your listening comprehension, and most importantly, you will receive a powerful life lesson about the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions. Storytelling begins. Our story begins in the muted pre-dawn light of a small apartment in Seattle, Washington. Our protagonist is a talented graphic designer named Elias. Elias had big dreams. He wanted to launch his own design studio, but he was constantly battling one fierce, invisible enemy: procrastination, the action of delaying or postponing something. Elias was a victim of the snooze button trap. His alarm was set for 6 a.m., the time he knew he needed to wake up to work on his studio plans before his corporate job. But every morning, the tempting quality of 5 more minutes was too strong. He would hit the snooze button, then hit it again. This small, seemingly innocent habit had a cascading effect, a chain of events, often unintended. He would finally drag himself out of bed at 7:30 a.m., instantly feeling rushed and disoriented, confused and having lost a sense of direction. He would skip breakfast, grab his phone, and immediately dive into the chaotic current of emails and social media. His energy was drained before the workday even began. He was reactive, not proactive. He described his mornings as a state of chronic scrambling, meaning constantly rushing to catch up. He felt a deep sense of regret and anxiety by 9 a.m., knowing he had wasted the most valuable hours of the day on distraction and delay. His dream studio remained stuck in the planning phase, a beautiful idea lost to the tyranny of the alarm clock. One Monday, Elias had a major, frustrating realization. He had spent the entire weekend trying to solve a complex design problem for his future studio, but his mind felt too muddled, unclear, or confused to focus. He saw a documentary about successful CEOs, all of whom emphasized one crucial concept: winning the morning. He realized the problem wasn't his lack of discipline throughout the day. It was the immediate inertia, resistance to change in motion of the first few minutes. He was losing the mental battle before his feet even touched the floor. He decided to implement a radical change, a strict, non-negotiable morning protocol, a detailed plan or procedure. His first step was terrifying but essential. He moved his alarm clock across the room. This simple physical barrier meant he had to be intentional about waking up. He knew that the moment he stood up, he would break the cycle of inaction. His first victory would be the sound of his feet hitting the cold floor, forcing him to confront the light. He knew that this tiny, uncomfortable action would be the catalyst for everything else. Picken istem de perzep. Picken pip to duza 1. The battle for his dream would begin at 6 a.m. sharp. Elias's new routine was built on the principle of the hour of intention. He learned that a productive morning is not about doing a lot of things. It's about doing the right things in the right sequence to achieve momentum, the force or speed of movement. He implemented 3 non-negotiable pillars, foundational, supporting elements to boost his morning. Pillar 1, hydrate and move, the physical reset. The very first action, immediately after turning off the distant alarm, was drinking a large glass of water. Then, instead of checking his phone, which was still charging in another room, he performed 10 minutes of gentle stretching. He used 3 essential verbs to describe this process. 6. Prioritize. To treat something as more important than other things. For example, I prioritize hydration before caffeine. 7. Refrain. To stop oneself from doing something. For example, I refrain from checking email for the first hour. 8. Commence. To begin or start. For example, I will commence my work at 6:30 a.m. By drinking water and stretching, he told his body and his brain, "We are commencing a deliberate, productive day." He was refraining from the phone and prioritizing his physical well-being. Pillar 2. Focused work, the deep dive. From 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., Elias dedicated a full hour of uninterrupted work on his dream studio project. This was his deep work session, where he tackled the most challenging, difficult tasks that required the most mental capacity. He learned the term traction, the process of being drawn along by a force in this context. Every morning, he gained traction on his business plan. He consciously used 3 new adjectives and nouns to describe his work. 9. Uninterrupted, not broken or disturbed, adjective. 10. Momentum, the force gained by movement, noun. 11. Discipline, the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, noun. He thought, "This is my uninterrupted time where I build momentum through discipline." Pillar 3. Strategic refuel, the mental preparation. From 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m., he prepared a nutritious breakfast and spent 15 minutes reviewing his schedule, setting 3 realistic goals for the day. He learned the term mitigate to make less severe, serious, or painful in the context of stress. By planning early, he was mitigating afternoon stress. He used 3 new verbs for planning and outlook. 12. Allocate, to distribute resources or tasks for a particular purpose. For example, I allocate 30 minutes for planning. 13. Anticipate, to regard as probable, expect, or predict. For example, I anticipate a busy afternoon. 14. Visualize, to form a mental image of something. For example, I visualize a successful day. Elias's mornings transformed from chaos to a quiet, powerful ritual. He was allocating his time, anticipating challenges, and visualizing success. He was no longer reacting. He was directing his life. The weight of procrastination had been lifted, replaced by the satisfying feeling of progress. His daily fortitude, courage in pain or adversity was growing, and he began to see a clear path to his studio launch. The only thing left was to secure the final challenging client pitch, which required all his new confidence. 3 months after implementing his hour of intention protocol, Elias was a different man. He was calm, focused, and perpetually ahead of schedule. He had gained so much momentum 10 in the early hours that his efficiency during his corporate job had also soared. The day of the crucial client pitch for his studio arrived. The client was known for being demanding and skeptical, doubtful. Elias walked into the room, not with the anxiety of a procrastinator, but with the quiet confidence of someone who had already won the most important battle of the day, the battle against himself. The client challenged his timeline, suggesting it was too ambitious. Elias calmly used his disciplined language. "Sir, I can assure you that I prioritize 6 deep work every morning, which allows me to mitigate 15 timeline risks and allocate 12, my most valuable capacity, to this project. I anticipate 13 we will commence 8. The final phase ahead of schedule." His presentation was flawless. The client wasn't just buying a design, they were buying the discipline and authority that Elias radiated. He secured the contract, and his dream studio was officially launched. Elias realized that the most powerful thing he learned wasn't graphic design. It was the ability to master the morning. The daily discipline 11 of standing up when the alarm rang was the crucial first step that created a cascading effect of success. The motivational takeaway is this: your morning routine is the mirror of your ambition. To have a truly productive morning, you must win the first hour. Prioritize one thing: hydration, stretching, or 5 minutes of focused work, and refrain 7 from the phone for the first 60 minutes. Break the inertia 5 and build momentum 10. Visualize 14 the successful person you want to be, and commence 8 acting like them the moment your feet hit the floor. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your mornings. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey to boost your morning. If Elias's story has inspired you to implement a new protocol in your life, and you want to continue learning English through inspiring narratives, please subscribe to the channel right now. Don't miss the next lesson on building daily discipline. Keep learning, keep commencing, and keep winning your mornings.